Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, welcome. In today's video we will be doing a review slash tutorial on the most talked about palette in the year, the Jaclyn Hill palette. I am so excited to create this look with this palette. I've been waiting for it in the mail like crazy, but I finally got it today, so I decided to sit down and film this look for you guys that you see right here. I am so happy with this collaboration. I love Jaclyn Hill. She is one of my biggest inspirations. She is one of the reasons why I started YouTube, so it just makes me really happy that she collabed with Morphe and that this palette is as great as it is. I am really happy with it. I do have a few little pointers and key points that I want to throw in here just so you guys know exactly like if you want to buy the palette or not. So everything that I'm going to point out about the palette are my personal opinions, and if you do not like them, then I am very sorry. I apologize in advance, but yeah, I'm just going to let you guys know exactly how I feel about the palette. So the first question that came to my mind is this palette pigmented? So I just want to throw it right off the bat. It is very pigmented. You have to use a light hand when it comes to like the darker shades, because it can get a little bit out of hand if you do go in like with a big amount of shadow. So just keep that in mind. The palette is very pigmented. You have to work in slow motion basically with this palette, and it is a very blendable palette. I did really like how the shadows blended together. It is a very buildable palette as well. You can blend and build colors on top of each other and it won't look muddy and it won't look like it's all turning into one. As you can see in this look, everything looks very positioned and, you know, like where it's supposed to be. So yeah, the only problem that I had was with the black shadow. It was a little bit hard for me to like blend that shadow out a little bit, so that's the only concern and complaint that I have, but maybe it was just me, who knows. But that's the only problem I had with the entire palette. So the price for this palette, it comes up to $42. That's with shipping and also using a coupon code from your favorite YouTuber or influencer. I am not a Morphe affiliate, so I don't have a code, but my best friend does. It's Rosita. So I will link that down below just in case when the palette relaunches and you want to get it, you can get it for $42 with shipping included and everything. So let's talk about the color range of the palette. I think the palette has a very good variety of color range. It has your mattes, it has your shimmery shades, it has your neutrals, and then it has your more deeper tones, and then the colorful tones, and something a little bit more on the dark side as well. So I really like the color range of this palette. I think it was very well made, and I feel like the colors all go together and right next to each other, so it gives you an idea of like what you want to use all the time. So when it comes to the packaging, I absolutely love this packaging. This packaging screams Jaclyn Hill. It is very bright and white, and then it has like silver lettering, the Morphe in the bottom, and the Jaclyn Hill palette right here. On the inside, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this already, but I just feel like it's so nice that she wrote this. This palette is dedicated to my loving subscribers, XO Jaclyn. I just feel like this is very nice of her to write. So I do have to say that as of right now, I am loving this palette. I have nothing bad to say about it. I think that's all I have to say about the palette. If I missed anything or if you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments down below. I will be answering back to everyone. I really hope you guys enjoy this video and this look and this tutorial, and there will be way more coming soon. I have a whole bunch of looks planned with this palette already, so stay in the lookout for that. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and don't forget to turn the little bell button in the bottom so you know each time that I upload. And don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms. I'm currently on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I will list those down below, and see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey guys, so like I said, we are using the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we are going to begin by taking the shade Silk Cream and also Puder and Butter. I really wish that she would have put the names in the back of the palette or like on top of each shadow, because it would make it so much easier for like YouTubers to be able to know what the shade is. But here I am just taking Silk Cream, and I am taking that on a Zoeva Luxie crease brush. This is the 221, and I am just blending and working that shadow into my crease, starting off with that shadow as a transition color. The colors blend very, very well. I was very impressed on how the colors blend. Usually Morphe shadows take you like a long time for you to be able to have that really nice blended look, but I found that with this palette it was very, very easy to do so. Now taking the shade Crimsicle, this is like a burnt orange yellowish type of shade, which I absolutely love to add whenever I'm doing like a cut crease or like a pink or purple cut crease. Anything with those tones, I love to add a shadow that has a little bit of yellow and light orange undertones into it. I just feel like it makes it look like very contrasted. This is the Sigma E40 brush, and now I'm just dancing because I can't live without doing something weird. Like, get it together, girl. So now we're going to be taking the shade Roxanne, Hunts, and Jax, and we're going to be applying that gradually. We're going to be applying them one by one and building up the color as we go. First shade I'm taking is Roxanne, and I am just applying that to the outer corner, working it into the inner corner, and like so. Now I'm taking the shade Hunts, and I am obsessed with this color because I was always looking for a burnt orange that was red enough and like deep enough, and I could never really find it, but this palette actually has it, which I am very, very happy about. So I'm doing the same motions, working it from the outer corner into the inner corner and just blending all of that in together. These shadows are to die for. That's what I said there. So now taking the shade Jax, I am applying that to the outer corner of my eye and also inner corner. Like I said, we're working gradually with the colors. Now taking the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, we're going to use this to carve out our cut crease. This is going to be a half cut crease, so we're just going to be carving it out halfway. Now taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder and a Sigma cut crease brush, we are just going to be setting that concealer. I don't want to use a shadow because I'm going to go in with shadow afterwards, so I want it to blend in very nicely. So next I am just taking the same three colors that we were using on the crease. I am starting with Roxanne, then moving into Hunts, and then going in with Jax. And this is a Morphe M506 brush, I believe. This is like the little pencil brush. I will link it down below. I don't remember from the top of my head which brush this is, but this is perfect for when you're working with cut creases, especially half cut crease, because it allows you to build up the color and really get into the crease and build that color right there as well. So now I'm going in with the black shadow from the palette. This is called Abby's, and this is what I was talking about when I said in my intro that it was a little bit hard to blend out this shadow. It was just looking really patchy and not blending well. It worked out at the end, but this was the only shadow that gave me a hard time to blend. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Next shadow we are going to take is the shade Beam, and we are going to be applying that with a shader brush on the inner corner, almost halfway into our crease. Now I'm taking a little bit of Fix Plus and applying that to my brush. I just want to intensify the color a little bit more. I wanted it to stand out more. Then I am taking the shade Queen, and this is like a deep gold, and I am applying that with a Sigma brush that I don't remember the name right now, but I will list it down below. So now I'm taking the lashes OG lashes, and these are in the style 31. These lashes are my favorite lashes at the moment. I love to push them up just so they could be a little bit more comfortable on the eyes. This really helps whenever you're using any fake eyelashes, just so you won't feel like you have them on. To prime my face, I am taking the Mineral Veil by Hourglass and then the Tarte Clean Slate to hide any pores, any unwanted pores that we may have. Also, I do want to apologize if in the background you hear like an airplane passing by. I am being rudely interrupted, so let's just live with that for today. So for foundation today, I am going to be taking the Anastasia Beverlyhills Stick Foundation in the shade Medium Warm, I believe. I'm not even sure what the shade is, but all I know is that this shade matches me perfectly. I still do have a little bit of a tan, even though you can't really tell in this video, but I do, trust me. And it's the only foundation that actually really matches me, that I don't have to mix another one. So now I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Tan and Light Medium. I am dotting tan wherever I have my under eye circles that are like the darkest, and then I am just using light medium to lighten up my face, using that in a triangle motion underneath my eyes, applying that on my chin and then on my forehead area like if it was a palm tree. Actually, it looks like a cactus, to be honest. Now I'm blending that out with a beauty blender. What is new? Now I will begin cream contouring, and as you guys already know, I love to use foundation to do so. This is the Mehron foundation palette. You can use any foundation that is 2 shades darker to your skin tone. I feel like this blends out way better onto the skin, and it just blends and sinks in, and it looks like you have a natural tan going on. Sorry, that was my phone. And yeah, I'm just blending that into the skin. You can see how nice that blended in, and it doesn't look patchy. So now that I am done with that, I am taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder with my sponge, and I am just, instead of baking, I am just actually setting that under eye and working that into the skin. I don't know how to explain this, but we're not baking today. And then I was just setting my face with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC30. Now I am just bronzing and setting my face with the NYX powder foundation and Stay Matte But Not Flat in the shade Caramel, and then we are going to go in with the shade Cinnamon Spice to add a little bit more of definition. You could say contour if you want. And this is the Morphe M530 brush. This is the only brush that I use to contour. You guys already know this. Blush is Sigma Cora de Rosa and the Morphe E3 blush. I can't say that. I can't say those words together. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Brush. Now I'm taking the Laura Gellar Gilded Honey. This is my favorite highlighter. I absolutely love this highlighter at the moment. That was a Morphe M501 brush, and then taking some MAC Fix Plus, just spraying that all over our face to make our face look nice and dewy. Taking this e.l.f. lip lacquer, I believe that's how you say that, and this is in the shade Natural. I really was liking this lip gloss yesterday. It looked really nice on the lips. It felt really nice, non-sticky, and it had a really nice taste to it too. Don't ask me why I know that. So this is the end of the video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I will see you guys on my next video. Please leave me your comments down below what shades you would like me to use next on the palette. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!
If this all goes up in flames, I don't know where to find a way to dull all of this pain. Not another plane to stay.
Oh wow, what did I do there? Nahala ka pa doon.
I'm full on fear, appetite's changed, and now I had it up to here, wishing I had someone by my side. Not another nightmare.